Good morning America, good afternoon Europe and good evening Australia. It's Sally Jo here from the Wood Workshop. It's rainy outside and today we're going to do a little project. I'm just going to show you how you can update some of these. You might have loads of these just sat around, or you can get them for £1 or so in the charity shops, or even cheap. I think I got this one for 30p. Very plain, bit tacky, and I just wanted to turn it into something favourable. Although I didn't advertise it, today is my first Christmas project. Yay! I'm going to be doing a little bit of decoupage, but following on from the class that I did on Wednesday in the group on patinas, as just a refresher for you if you didn't catch it. If you did not catch it, you can watch it in the WoodUbend Creations group, and it was all about verdigris. So I thought I would continue that, but actually using the technique to encompass it into a project. So I'm going to be using this lovely piece here. This is one of our Posh chalk decoupage pieces. It's a Christmas decoupage paper, and hope, that's hope, and that's protector. These are by the lovely artist Chris Leluthi in Greece. And what I'm going to do, if we get enough views today, I think I'm going to give one of these away. So if you can sprinkle the love, and then Connor will kindly remember by the end of the live to choose a winner. We'll pop it in an envelope for you, so I will be giving this away today. I've just decided that. So let's get down to business.
Just so I can keep track of entries, what message do people have to put in the chat if they want to win one?
Hope.
Hope?
Yeah.
Okay, when you put hope, I'll keep a track of all your names and we'll randomly select you.
So what I've done here, guys, I did it before I started. Hello, Claudine from Switzerland. How are you, my love? Tell us what the weather's like, you know, like my weather reports. So I applied a coat of the Magic paint, just an ordinary chalk paint, because my decoupage paper is quite translucent, and with a white background, if you lay them on white, it just brings out all the colours, makes the papers more vibrant. So first things first is taking it out of its package. There we go. See, look at the difference between that. I didn't put white underneath it. That, it's duller. Yeah. So I'm going to cut my decoupage out. I'm going to use my water pen. I'm going to do this really fast because I need to be out here in half an hour. Ha ha, she says. And I'm just going to come in and make a wavy line, and this is just because I don't want, if I'd have cut it out, you would have been able to see that line when it goes on the surface, and I don't want that. It just helps it blend into the surface a lot easier. So I'm just pulling it very gently. You'll see that? Pulling that away very, very gently. These are great things to work on. I got mine from Amazon. I think it was £15–16, and it's been a lifesaver. Lazy Susan. Just carefully ripping that around. And the first thing I'm going to do, obviously, is apply the decoupage to the surface. I can do another one in different colours next week with the protector. I'm not throwing that away. So with these A3 sheets, you get 2 designs in one. So I'm going to get my Posh chalk infuser. And I'm going to pop it just about there in the middle. I'm going to get a very thin layer of my infuser on the surface. You know what, we need to tip that camera down a little bit so people can see. Everybody can see over there, yep. Don't forget guys, I am giving away one of these decoupage, the Hope and Protector sheets. And all you have to do is write Hope in the comments, and if you can share this live, that would be fabulous. So, I've now swapped over brushes. I'm using a dry brush. Relatively straightforward. Just going to pop it over to the right, I think, a little bit there. And with the dry brush, I'm just going to come in and flatten it down. Make sure I'm getting rid of any bubbles or wrinkles. It's such a small area though, it's gone on very easily. So, I'm just going to seal that now with the infuser. Quickly dry that off. There you go, it's on. No bubbles, no wrinkles. Hello friends, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our channel, not already subscribed, and you could be in for a chance of winning this beautiful decoupage paper. All you need to do is write the word Hope in the comments.
So good afternoon, Linda Ward Nowakowski, who's joined us and said good afternoon.
Hello.
And also Federico Bottin has said ciao 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 a buon lavoro, which means bye 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 and good work. So I think they just have to drop by.
Ciao. Very fast.
And we've also had our first person entering for the giveaway. Teresa Schroeder Bars entered by saying Hope.
No, you can't say it yet. Gotta wait till the end.
Oh, I thought I was looking out for anyone saying it.
No, well, I might need a piece of paper and just write it down. Or I'll just scroll back up. So, I'm now going to start the blending process, my friends. So, I'm going to open up a number of our Posh Chalk metallic pastes, if I can get them open. So, this one is green bronze, and I think it goes quite well with the decoupage paper. I'm going to be using brown Van Dyke, because we've got browns in the picture as well. Just pop those over there so I don't get them on my sleeve. I'm going to be using green phthalo because we've got this turquoise going on in the paper. And I may need a tiny insy bit of the blue, no, the blue phthalo, just in case I want to get that exact shade of turquoise. We'll see how we get on. So, I've got all my paste there. So I'm just going to be dipping in and out of them as I'm going along. So, and if I want to mix in, oh, what have I done with the boards? And I'm going to use one of my WoodUbend boards to actually mix on the surface. So that here is not dark enough. So I'm going to get a little bit of black. A bit more of the green bronze. And there, I've got the colour there. I'm just going to come in, tap that on. He's actually sat on some bricks there. My lady Susan is driving me bonkers, so I'm going to take her out. It is a great piece of kit to have, but I can't handle that noise. That's doing mad in as well. I do. Right, I'm going to brighten this up a bit at the top. So I'm going to come in with my a bit of green yellow going over there. Now, see how easy these pastes just blend into each other and create some absolutely fabulous other colours whilst you're working with them. And I was right, I do need a little bit of blue just to get more turquoisey colour. Sorry, Connor, am I
Right.
driving you nuts?
No, just hard to predict your arm movements sometimes.
Yeah, I'm driving you nuts. Just say, yeah, Jesse, you're driving me nuts. I'm putting on a little bit thicker there. And I've gone over my halo. Don't want that. Don't want to paint my halo. Coming into darker colours over here. You can see I'm using exactly the same brush. I'm not chopping and changing my brushes. Let me do that. And brown Van Dyke. Sorry, Connor.
Sorry. Okay.
Keep all my paste over here so I'm not driving you mad. Going into quite a dark area here, so I'll get some black on the go there.
So we've been joined by Diane Garvin, who says good morning and happy Friday from sunny but chilly Massachusetts.
Good morning, my love, how are you?
Claire's joined us and said good afternoon.
Is that our Claire?
It is, yeah.
Hello, Claire. How are
Hi.
you, sweetheart? What's the weather like in Greece? My daughter's on island at the moment, on an island, and she said the weather was... It was absolutely tipping it down when I spoke to her a couple of days ago.
Oh, and Patty's also joined us, said happy Friday, Solly Joe, and hi Connor. Hi Patty.
Hi, Patty. I wonder if I did that a bit. I'm going to go really bright up here. Pastes are fabulous for projects like this. The coverage is amazing. Pretty quick, so hopefully I won't need a second coat because I'm doing the same things twice. I like to just get it on the surface and not have to come back and do it again. I need a little bit more blue and green around here, I think. And obviously they mix very well with each other, but it needs to be wet. If it starts drying up on you, you just have to refresh a particular area on the base coat before you continue on and you want to blend things in. Pick that up there, get around that side. So what is everybody up to today? What have you all got planned for the weekend? I still haven't found a car, I'm still looking for a car. I hate car shopping, I don't know much about cars. And it's an absolute jungle out there. Absolute jungle it is.
Yeah, all my opinions on cars are based solely on how they look. I know less than nothing about them as well.
Ah, terrible. And it's sometimes it's look at, you know, it's you need to go and test drive them and see if you're comfortable with them, if they drive. I'm a bit picky with cars. I started driving SUVs about 20 years ago, and ever since then I just cannot go back to driving anything than SUVs. I don't feel safe in anything other than an SUV, unfortunately.
I mean, statistically you are right. Statistically you are right.
It's just that feeling, you know, you're higher up, you feel like you've got more safety when you're on the road.
It's the reason why cars in America are so big now. It's the insurance companies and the car manufacturers realise that the bigger the car is, like from a stats point of view, the safer you are. The bigger the car is. Yeah, if you're involved in an accident, the bigger the car is, the safer you are. But it means that especially in America, all the car manufacturers are now just building bigger cars and bigger cars. So.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're much less likely to get hurt in an accident, but I think it's some weird thing where technically it's more likely to be involved in an accident, but you're less likely to be hurt if you're in the bigger car that was involved in the accident. So
I'm getting rid of the dress here. I don't have time to sit and emulate the road going further down. I don't have the time to do it, otherwise I would. So that was fast, 18 minutes. I've still got stuff to do. That is it as far as the blending goes. There we are. Quite cute. I think that's quite cute. So I'm just going to dry that off really fast. And with these paints, you don't need any primers, you don't need any undercoats. They go straight onto metal, brick, plastic, just about any surface actually.
So Diane said, I totally agree, SUV is the way to go.
It is.
And then Linda, Diane both said very pretty, and Nicoletta Finano said beautiful work.
Thank you. I actually think down here I need more blue. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm going to go with more blue down there. So that's dry now, so I'm going to have to put some brown on there, make sure it's nice and wet. I just think it'll look a little bit more balanced if I get more green in there. Is a lighter green. It's not as bright as that one, but I think it'll balance the whole tray out a little bit more. What do you think, guys? I think I've got a line going on there, like that. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better, isn't it? Maybe a bit more up here. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better, doesn't it, guys? Looks like she's kind of just sat there floating. So these are all with our Posh Chalk paste, guys. There's a sale on at the moment, isn't there, Connor?
Not on paste, but on the decoupage, there's 25% off, I believe.
Yeah, there's 25%. And don't forget, if you've just joined us, I am giving away this decoupage today, and we will tell you who's won by the end of the live.
Yeah, just put hope in chat if you want to be entered.
Right, that's nice and dry. So I'm going to be popping the TR46 on there. So I'm just going to get that out of the way. And open it. And I'm going to put 2 rungs of it. I've already got one pre-painted. So again, guys, don't throw your WoodUbend boards away. They are really great to keep the WoodUbend on, for one thing. But what I haven't done is I need to mix my pigments first, don't I? So I'm going to bring my board back in. And I'm going to mix my pigments. Like a little, right, okay, I'll just use this. Oh, look at that lemon gold in combination with all these pastes. Woo, really nice. Just going to make a little hole there and just pour some infuser in there. And this is great because I can make my own consistency. This stuff really is like gold leaf. The more infuser I pour onto the mixture, the sloppier the consistency becomes. And I always start off with a little bit of infuser, mix it in. Because you can always add more infuser. What you don't want to be doing is adding more powder, because that is a waste. Are you getting this colour? Look at that. Look at that mixture. Isn't that fabulous? Absolutely love this stuff. Yes, more blue. Okie dokie. So let's get the WoodUbend moulding rolled up. Needs a little bit more. Always keep your heat gun going, guys, when you're running the WoodUbend moulding look. You don't want to scorch them. You can use a hairdryer, it just takes a lot longer. There, nice and dandy. I can now come in with a WoodUbend brush and just start painting that on. One coat, don't need any more than one coat. Just because I've mixed it quite thick. And these WoodUbend mouldings, the trims come in 2 lengths, 2.2 metre lengths, which is about 6 foot 4, 6 foot 5, 6 foot, nearly 7 foot maybe, I don't know. And then we do the 1 metre lengths, which is half of that, just under half.
So the bigger ones are just over 7 foot.
Just over 7 foot, great, thank you, Connor. I think that's enough. I don't want to paint it all if I'm not going to use it. I think that's going to be enough. Because I've got another already waiting, all painted up. So I'm now going to, as I'm drying it off, I'm going to curl it off as well. So drying the pigments and rolling the WoodUbend at the same time. This stuff dries so fast, especially with the heat gun. Nearly there, then we can apply the trim to the tray, get it waxed up. This stuff has all the properties of wood, so when it's cold you can saw it, drill it, shave it, sand it, paint it, wax it because it's porous. Not like those plastic things you get where the paint just sits on the top of it. This actually, the paint actually sinks in because it is absorbent. Right, so let's bring our tray back into the picture. I'm going to put 2 rows of the trim around the top of the trim. This will serve as a really nice serving dish, or I'm thinking about putting actually putting candles on it for Christmas. Just going to decant some glue there. You don't need a whole load of glue, but you do need it to cover the entire footprint of the WoodUbend mould. And since I'm going to be putting 2 trims around the rim of this tray, I'm making sure I'm getting it on the full width.
And hello to Angela Posh, who just joined us on the YouTube chat.
Hello Angela.
Don't think I've seen your name in our chat before. Let us know where you're joining us from.
Yeah, let us know what the weather's like. Oh, I just saw this morning that next week here in Yorkshire it's going to be snowing. One of our admin team really turned her nose up. She said, oh no. I was quite happy actually. I'm like a kid. Whenever I see snow, yeah, I love snow.
I mean, what do you expect from a southerner though?
Huh?
What do you expect from a southerner?
Oh, okay. Now you're giving away who she is.
Well, we've got plenty of southerners in this office, to be honest, when you think about it.
Oh yeah, we do, don't we?
Yeah.
So rolling our trim back up again. You've got any line?
Yeah.
And just so I can mitre this in nicely, I'm going to cut it on a slant. And be able to mitre it in. I'm getting it right up to that edge. Keeping it in the roll. Notice I'm keeping the trim in its roll. It just retains the heat a lot longer. Plus, there's nothing worse than an unruly trim, opening a trim up and it going dry, going cold on you. It's not difficult to coil back up, it's just a waste of time. And I love saving time. I'm a very big time saver. If I can do 2 things or 3 things at once, I will. I'm always looking for ways to conserve time. Right, so I'm back to where I started. I'll just show you what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to mitre that. Oh well, I've messed that up, haven't I? I'll sort that out in a minute. I'm just coming in and I'm going to mitre that. Hopefully I can make that seamless. And I have cut that a little bit short, but with WoodUbend you can expand them, so I'm going to warm it all up. Don't forget to pop the word hope in the comments because I'm giving one of these decoupage papers away today.
And that applies to YouTube viewers as well as Facebook. So I've noticed no one's saying it yet in the YouTube chat.
I think we're alright. This is, I'm messing about now. I need to stretch it. So you see, stretch it. Stretchy stretch. Okay, there we go. Right, on with the second one. So I've already had another one here that I pre-painted earlier on. Just going to make sure that my glue is nice and fresh. Because obviously with me messing about there, I have dried out some of the glue. I'm just going to refresh some of that.
Oh, thank you, Rogerio Inacio, who says, great work, hugs from Brazil.
Who is it? Is that my friend Patricio?
No, Rogerio Inacio.
Oh, hello.
Joining us on the YouTube chat. I don't think I've seen him in our chat before. Let us know what the weather's like in Brazil.
It's probably sunny.
Probably very nice out there, I assume.
Right, so I need another board now. I've messed that one up. Thank you. Do not throw your WoodUbend boards away, guys. Number one, they have the design number on here, and number two, they're very, very useful. Nice and soft. Again, I'm going to start by mitering that. And I'm going to start up there this time. see how fast this stuff is going on, and the secret is because I've warmed my trim exceptionally well. The warmer it is, the easier it is to work with. And back up to where I started. I'm just going to overlap that. Trim it off there. And just push that in, squidge that in whilst it's still nice and soft. Made a bit of a mess of it around here.
Oh, thank you, Linda Ward-Nowakowski. You just said absolutely stunning.
Thank you. Well, when I finish, I'm going to get the wax on in a minute. It's on. Would you kindly bring me the waxes, please?
Which waxes?
Our extender wax and the brown patina.
Yep, can do that.
So there we are, my friends. That's it without the wax on. Oh, that looks quite cool.
Get a photo.
We get a photo?
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, there you go. Right, so I'm going to get a layer of. Oh, do you want to bring? Yeah, good lad. Connor's just bringing me the wax brushes.
See, I don't know.
We have dedicated brushes because it's not easy to clean wax all the time. So we've got dedicated one for the clear wax and one for the dark wax. But just going over the whole surface with the clear wax. And this is just creating a barrier between my surface and the brown wax, because the brown wax can be quite harsh.
Yeah, a little tip for anyone who's using our waxes and is struggling to clean them off the brushes. The way we found that's easiest is using white spirit.
He's found it. Yeah, white spirit's good.
Because it repels water, so like you'll be there for hours if you just try clean it off with open water.
So I'm just going to go around the inside there. This is just adding a little bit of dimension, shading aspect. And toning down the bling on the trims. So I said it was only going to be half an hour. It's 40 minutes. That's the trouble. When you love doing what you do, you can never stick to time. So I love playing, I love faffing, I love crafting, I love painting furniture. Now you will say to me, gosh, what are all those ungainly white pieces? That is the glue, but once that dries, it does dry translucent. But once that dries, you're able to see it. Another brush now, just come in and blend all that in. stiffened up, I think, a little bit from the cold in the workshop.
Oh, thank you, Federico Botti, who says bellissimo.
Oh, grazie.
Oh, and Nicoletta, who says very good.
Thank you.
So now we're getting towards the end of the live now. Just a reminder, if you want to win the a free piece of decoupage like the one that she's using right now, put Hope in the chat.
We've got,
Either
people,
the
we've got
YouTube or
8 people on Facebook. Facebook is hopeless use recently. And there we have it, my friends. So that went from that. I will paint the back of it at some point. And there's a nice seasonal project, and it ties in with the verdigris patina that I did a tutorial on Wednesday in the WoodUbend and Posh Chalk Creations group. So I'm now going to see what Connor has to say about who has won. Have you done a final video on this?
Not exactly, I'll let you get now.
Between our videos, it comes out as a reel, so you can watch it in fast forward time. There we go. So, there you go, close guys.
Final chances, by the way, if anyone wants to enter this competition, do it in the next minute or two. Put Hope in the chat in the next minute if you want to be entered.
I'm just going to recap, guys, what we did, what products we used, in case anybody would like to use them. I used the Hope and Protector decoupage. So on this side was this little, was Hope, there's Protector. I will do another project using Protector, probably on a wooden tray, a square tray, it's more in keeping with that. I use my infuser. I can tidy it at the same time as I'm explaining. I use my infuser to apply the Posh Chalk decoupage, and I use the infuser to mix my pigments so I could paint onto my trim. The trim that I've used is TR46. TR46 there, that's that trim there. Anybody's interested in going and buying the products from the website, woodubend.com. Buy all of these products there. And then I used a selection of our Posh Chalk metallic paste, which are absolutely fabulous. They're very rich, the coverage is great, and they do stick to just about anything. They dry exceptionally fast. I used a bit of black, green bronze, brown Van Dyke, and a very small amount of the blue Thialo.
Final reminder to say, Hope, if you want to be put into this random generator that I'm going to spin in a second.
Yeah, I think you should just go for it.
Okay.
I need to get tidied up. I need to go and look for a car. And you guys need to get on with your weekend as well. So those are the colours I used. As I said before, you can go to woodubend.com to buy any of these materials. The decoupage is on sale at the moment. Oh, and I used the Posh Chalk extender wax with the dark patina there. Thank you, Claire. And our WoodUbend glue. Last but not least, right, I'm going to leave it to who's won, Connor.
Let me have a look. So, spinning it now. Everyone else is entered.
Just waiting for him to announce the winner. Whilst I tidy up here.
So So the winner is Teresa Schroeder-Barr, the first person who entered.
Teresa?
Schroeder-Barr.
Teresa, you have won an A3 Hope and Protector Posh Total decoupage paper. If you can please come into contact with the admin team, just message us on the page and we will get your address room and get that sent off to you. Right, my lovelies, thanks ever so much for joining me. First Christmas project of this year and I'm loving it. Have a wonderful weekend wherever you may be on this planet. Love you loads. Bye.